Hello everyone, and today I'm talking about the movie Halloween Ends. This movie came out in, I believe, 2022, and this concluded the 3-movie trilogy for the new Halloween reboot, whatever. And this movie is very divisive among fans because of some of the decisions it makes. You might think it might be Michael and Laurie. Well, that's just a small teensy tiny piece of the movie. Even though that should be the whole movie, not today. Because actually it's this guy and Michael Myers. It's this guy and Laurie Strode. When everybody knows it should be Michael and Laurie Strode, but they're like, nah, let's get this stupid little nerd to be the replacement for Michael Myers. And coming from a nerd, that's actually kind of crazy. Anyways, so it takes the plot that we were all expecting, the thing that it promoted in the trailers, but it shoved all of that in like the last 45 to 30 to 45 minutes. So it like took everything that we were wanting to get and it shoved it in like the last bit of the movie. And there's a lot of pros to this movie, but there's also a lot of bad things. And those bad things are a good chunk of the movie. So I feel like I just want to talk about it here. And the good, the okay, the bad, and everything including that. So now we're going to talk about the good. Because, we can get through that pretty quick. Michael Myers. Actually, no, we'll save him for the okay category. His design, I love that mask. The mask, the outfit, the whole thing gives it a new aesthetic that, he's getting a little bit older. So, he's a little bit tethered. This is the final battle. Something else that's good, actually, I may even consider to be amazing, his death in the movie. Not his death, but the part where he gets, absolutely shredded in, into, this thing. It's, shoved into this compactor, and he just gets grinded up. And the whole town is there, just carrying his body in this crowd, because he has been terrorizing this town since the 70s. Because we got to remember, it went Halloween 1, 2, and then we got the 2018 3 movies. And so since following that, this town has suffered from Michael Myers so much. So now it's it's over now. So now they're just gonna throw him away in a compactor, grind him up, maybe have him for breakfast. Who knows? Something that's okay is Michael Myers himself. So in this movie, there's a lot of good things about Michael Myers, and I do think they did a lot of good things with the character. But on the other hand, not really, because something that they did with the character is they were just like, Michael, you're old, and we're gonna treat you like it. And now here's the thing. Michael Myers isn't supposed to be treated as a human. I mean, the closest we've seen to him showing any human emotion was him shedding a tear in a movie that's not even canon anymore. So that's just out the window. So seeing him here just being old and being beaten by a friend teenager is just pretty okay. And I put him in the okay category because, like I said before, there's a lot of good things about Michael Myers in this movie. Still, I don't know. And the kills were pretty okay. They were a lot of them done by Terry, this guy. And, yeah, so. And then the final fight with Laurie and Michael in the kitchen was pretty fine. It was pretty, But, it was there. And I guess it was okay. Whatever. So now I want to talk about the bad. Because a big part of this movie is bad. So now we have to talk about Terry. Terry. He beat up the guy that is bullied by band kids. This absolute nerd has became Michael Myers. And again, this is saying something, because me being a nerd, that's crazy. So instead of it being Michael and Laurie, nuh-uh. It's Michael and Terry beating up Laurie. That's not what this movie should be. It's just not. I mean, Terry is a pretty bad character anyways. I mean, I thought it was incredibly annoying. And I can't believe he went to the main villain. And he's such a corny character. He's just it's just there's this one scene, okay, where he's beat up by band kids 1 minute, and then 20 minutes later, he's freaking cutting a guy's tongue off or something. I don't know. These killed. Like, this character's so inconsistent, and they wanted to carry on the Michael Myers character. But considering how the reaction to this character was, I don't think that's gonna happen. But all around, do I think it's an extremely underrated movie? Yes. I think it's overhated, but I do understand why people are like, you know what, this movie is not very good, because this is ending a franchise that started in the 70s, in like the mid to late 70s. So, it being ended like this, with Michael not even being the main focus, that's gonna anger a lot of fans, and while we saw the response to it, it angered a lot of fans. I personally saw this movie. I thought it was pretty enjoyable for quite a bit of the movie. Again, Michael Myers, and like some of the kills are good. Like, for example, there's this part where Terry's babysitting this kid. We get to see this huge, immaculate staircase, and of course, it's one of the kills, and it's a pretty okay kill. This kid just falls off the staircase, and it's whatever. And then there's this other stuff where he's driving. He works at this junkyard, and he rides a motorcycle. But he's also like a nerd that gets beat up by band kids. So he's incredibly inconsistent. This whole movie is kind of inconsistent with the good, the bad, and everything that really happens in it. And so yeah, that's just my thoughts on Halloween Ends. What do you guys think about the movie? I would personally give it, out of 10, a 5. Yeah, I think a 5 to a 5.5 works. Because the first 5 stars is Michael and a little bit with Laurie, the whole thing with Michael Myers and everything, and then the other 5 stars that it loses is from the whole thing with Terry, and that's a good chunk of the movie. So 5 stars out of 10, 5 out of 10. If you all enjoyed this video or any of my other content, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.